What up, what up? It's your boy Sid, and I'm back with another beautiful, fantastic, amazing, terrific video. And today, sorry for that. Today, we'll be watching the Whatever Podcast. For those of you that do not know this Whatever Podcast, I will give a very, very short and detailed description. Basically, it's a podcast to prove how stupid people can be. Mostly just about sexism, racism, education, OnlyFans. Those are just a list of the topics that they talk about mostly. But particularly this episode, I guess a woman thinks that premarital sex should be criminalized. In other words, it should be illegal. Me personally, I don't think it should be illegal. I mean, this is America at the end of the day, but we're going to see what they say, and I'll give my opinion at the end. But you already know what to do before you watch this video. Share with your wonderful, beautiful friends and family. And until then, let's go.
My understanding, you are against premarital. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Actually, let me open this up to the panel really quick. For or against premarital sex, going around the table?
Go for it.
I'm not against it. Everyone has free will, but as a Christian, it's a no.
I wouldn't teach it to my daughter, but I'm not going to tell other people how to live their lives.
Well, what about for your own life currently?
Well, honestly,
is there carnal knowledge?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Carnal knowledge.
She do
fornication.
Like, am
sexual intercourse.
Like me right now?
Are you
like
celibate?
Actively?
Are you celibate? Or
you know, I was kind of planning on a.
Just
celibacy.
say no.
You should.
You were planning on celibacy?
Well, I slept with one person after I broke up with my ex recently, but...
Wait, so hold on. So 3 months ago, you broke up with your ex, and you've had sex with a subsequent person within the past 3 months, so like last week?
Yes.
About a month. 2 months ago?
Okay.
A month and a half.
Well, the whole planning for celibacy
I
thing
know,
didn't really work out, but you tried your best. Okay.
No. But
premarital sex, for or against?
For my, I advise it for everyone. Granted, we do have free will, but I'm very against it. And actually, so my husband and I, when we were dating, we weren't abiding by that, and we both came to the conclusion of like, okay, because we were still like early on in our Christianity, early enough to where we weren't getting convicted as hard about it. But then we started to face a lot of conviction about it, especially me, and it's literally the best thing that you'll do, especially because if you're not sure what your partner's intentions are, that is the quickest way to sort through people. So advise it.
You're against. What about you?
Wait, you're against it?
I'm against premarital sex.
She's against premarital sex.
It's about everybody's choice. Everybody has a right to have a choice. It's all about choice.
Your answer.
I mean, I'm definitely going to try to...
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
So ridiculous.
No. Go ahead.
For my children, or for my daughter, I would definitely want to push for that and try to instill that with her, because I grew up in like the 90s and I noticed how much sexualization went on, and so I definitely want to push that.
For or against?
Do what you want.
Do what you want. Word. Okay. And bringing it back to you, Millie, not only are you against it for religious or moral or ethical reasons, you also want to criminalize it. Is that correct?
What the choice? What do we do without the woman choice?
Listen, I'm exploring the idea of if they were to criminalize premarital sex, what the pros and the cons would be. Sorry, what the pros.
My apologies.
Pros and the cons would be to society.
Okay.
Because here's my argument here from what I understand. Essentially, when a man is, I guess you could say, when a man is going out and having sex with a woman, right? Let's say he takes a woman's virginity, right? In a way, when he's taking her virginity, is he essentially devaluing her? Is he injuring her, causing damage to her?
So not only are you saying like criminal, but also there should be civil.
No, I'm not saying
civil.
sexual assault. I'm not saying.
No. But you're saying no.
Right.
Like criminalize the act of it for both parties, perhaps. There's also. Are you saying there should be like a civil tort?
Is a woman
Can
who's,
like she bring a lawsuit against him?
Here's my question to you.
Can she bring a lawsuit?
Say you have two women who look like identical twins, both beautiful 10s, gorgeous, right? Your understanding of a 10, right?
My understanding, because there's no such thing.
Yeah, it doesn't
exist. Right. If one of them was a virgin, and one of them had been with multiple partners,
she was a strumpet.
Who would be
harlot,
perceived?
Sir.
Sorry, who would be perceived as more valuable, and who would be perceived as damaged?
The virgin would be considered more valuable.
Yes.
Okay. So when a man has sex with a woman, he devalues her.
But she's having sex with him.
But but hear me out here.
Mm-hmm.
She's devaluing herself.
Sure.
Okay. So hear me out. So,
I'm listening.
When a man is having sex with that woman, right?
Yeah.
This is the analogy I would give it to. Imagine there's a bakery, okay, and in this bakery, there's a case full of these pristine, beautiful, gorgeous cakes, each unique in their own way.
Can it
right?
be a pastry shop?
No, it's not. It's a cake.
No,
it's a cake bakery. And so,
like a French bakery. Can it be a French bakery?
Okay, it can be a French cake
I want baguettes.
bakery. Okay.
I want croissants. Okay.
No croissants. Cakes. Just cakes.
Pain au raisin.
Okay. Just cakes.
Pain au raisin.
Okay. So we have this. Okay, come on now.
Okay, so go ahead.
We have this. Okay, at the bakery, there's a case full of beautiful cakes, pristine, gorgeous in their own way, right? And then you have a line of men who want to buy a cake, right? Now the guy at the front of the line decides.
Let the woman talk.
Okay, stop interrupting. It's kind of rude. The guy at the front of the line decides he's going to go and stick his finger in each cake because he wants to try it before he wants to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, is he being disrespectful more so to the men behind him that want to buy the cake, or is he, essentially being more disrespectful to the cake itself?
One point of clarification. He's sticking his finger or his penis in the cake?
Well, you could say whatever, but essentially he wants to taste it before he buys it, right?
They covered this in American Pie.
And then he decides, I'm going
Great
to...
Great film, by the way, American Pie.
Let me finish my analogy.
Okay.
Because we're actually going to have a discussion here, right? Or is this a clown show? Okay, so the cakes essentially are... he decides he's going to buy the cake that, he wants for himself. But now the next man behind him comes and every single cake he sees has a fingerprint in it. And then he decides to take a finger. Yeah. And then by the time the guy at the end of the line here gets to it, you have all these cakes that have been just
battered and
right.
destroyed.
It's not in its original condition.
It's not the original
And so what's happening
condition.
here is I don't understand why men in society aren't mad at the guys who are going and sticking their fingers in all the cakes.
I'm pissed off.
Well, I'm not. Why shouldn't?
I think all women should be virgins.
What about all those fucking cakes opening their legs though? And they're like, put your finger in here.
Well,
but they have a runway going right towards the finger insert.
No, I hear it, but
I
don't see any accountability on the men's part, and I don't see any ire towards.
It sounds like you're only giving accountability to the men.
No, I say.
Hi, we're Visible.
Man, what's up
we're
with
the
these
wireless
ads,
company
though?
with nothing to hide. Seriously, hidden fees? We don't have them.
Obviously, I said I'm against premarital
Men
sex,
are
and I
leaders,
don't think
except
women.
when it comes to sex.
Right.
Then they're
Women are the gatekeepers of
they're
sex.
on their back.
Then they're bottoms.
submissive.
Then they're bottoms.
But men usually make the first move on most occasions. Okay, now here's the thing, okay?
But the gatekeepers
And
of
usually
sex are women.
the most
Actually, it's the parents.
a lot of times they'll say, women have sex to have relationships, men have relationships to have sex, okay? So this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You have to realize that men should also hold other men accountable for going up there and tarnishing all of the cakes, because what's happening is you're actually disrespecting by if you're dating a woman and you're sleeping with her and you have no intention of marrying her, you are actually tarnishing her for her future husband, and you're disrespecting her future husband. So you have to realize
this whole analogy.
she would be, but where's the accountability on the part of the men as well in respecting other men?
Go ahead, Renee.
Should men respect other men?
I don't disagree with your general like idea. Definitely, like.
Say it, Renee. Say it.
I don't know. Men shouldn't be sticking their fingers in the cakes like crazy like that. They should want to wipe them up. But.
Wait, what?
But, however.
Yeah.
This is a fallacious analogy because you can't tell
Renee.
from the cake. Like, you wouldn't be able, if you walk.
You
What?
can't look at my cake.
You
Hold on, Renee.
You wouldn't know the damn
You cannot
difference.
look at me and tell me how many bodies I
And
have.
that wouldn't be a fallacious
your
analogy.
actions will
They don't let
demonstrate.
each other talk. They just talk
you
over
wouldn't-
each other.
it's
It's
called
just
like
gibberish.
you
actions
would no,
Doesn't-
you would never
Hang
know.
on, hang on.
Not
You would never know.
It's called
That's not
emotional.
true.
When it,
That's
But they would never know.
Listen,
the
when-
man wouldn't know.
Yes,
no,
he
and
would.
even if
No,
the
you
man
could lie.
He might know. He might not know the precise
Do you
number,
know?
but he
Do you
can
know
tell
what
the
a
level of
continuum
deviancy
fallacy
or
is?
sexual.
Actually, what
The
you just
level of
wait. Hang on. What you
deviancy.
just did is called a continuum fallacy. It's where one thing is not another, but you can't tell when the
If the woman
deviation
posts
happens.
a bunch of pictures on the internet for men to see what her bakery has to offer, he's irresponsible. What if I leave a good review?
I'm saying
Dumb analogy.
you'd have to put the finger like in the bottom where no one can see it.
Wait, Millie, can you answer this one?
Okay, he didn't
Wait,
really.
wait,
what did
wait.
he say? Who's held responsible?
Did you catch
What?
that? Okay.
But you
Yeah.
get what I
Okay.
mean.
Wait.
Okay, you get the point.
to
It's like you
hide.
can't see when you walk by a woman, you cannot see how many men she's been with.
That's irrelevant.
Actually, but that's not true. Like
Actually,
men
No,
can-
it is true.
Wait,
No,
This
men
is
can
an
tell.
analogy.
No,
Renee,
men
Renee,
can tell.
Renee, listen. There's something called, check this shit out, the 1,000 cock stare. Okay, and sometimes you can look a girl in the eyes, and you know.
We're looking at you, Renee. No, it's okay. I'm joking.
There's like a 1,000 cock stare look. Some women have it.
Do I have it?
A little bit, not gonna lie.
I'm
Just
just
kidding.
kidding.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like a
just kidding.
200. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So in the
I'm
analogy,
joking.
why do men get to remain like men and then the
They
women
don't.
become the
Biblically,
inanimate
they don't.
object?
No, well, here's what the reason why I give this analogy for the men in general right here is because I want them to be able to think about should men be disrespecting other men. It's not as much about the women. The real point here is when the man is doing that to the men behind, they're disrespecting the men. Do you understand? It's actually a
God.
question
Okay, I'll give you my
should
answer
men be
on this. I'll give
disrespecting
you my
other
answer on this.
men?
Well, I don't
in
think
that
it's
way?
really men disrespecting other men. One, I think women are the gatekeepers of sex, as Andrew says. Women are the gatekeepers. Also, from my point of view, I don't advocate for male promiscuity. I'm against male promiscuity. Now, I don't know if I take it as far. I certainly don't take it as far as you do. I don't object to premarital sex, but I also object to like hookup culture. I object to. Here's my perspective. If I want to sleep with a girl, I want there to be continuity. I want to continue seeing her. I want to pursue a long-term relationship with her. That doesn't always necessarily lead to marriage, for example, in my case. So I'm probably not as far along as you'd like me, but I'm not as far back as there's these guys who just want to fuck a girl once and never talk to her again. I'm against that. Me personally, if I want to sleep with a girl, I want to continue seeing her. I want to pursue a long-term relationship.
I really learned nothing from this because all of the women literally talked to each other, and the host kept interrupting the woman when she was trying to state her statement. And I really wanted to know what she said, but I mean, the dude kept over talking her. I mean, other than that, I don't really agree. Me personally, I don't object to premarital marriage, or premarital sex, or whatever you want to call it, because we're humans, right? Not all humans believe in that religion, being married before having sex. It would be nice, me personally, it would be nice to, but like I said again, you can't force your beliefs on other people because that just goes against our country, right? Free country, do what you want, do as you please. Not literally, but compared to you get the gist. But I felt dumber watching this podcast. I don't know. I really don't know how to react. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.